Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I think the last video was 2 months ago. I got a lot of things to catch up, really. Hello there folks, welcome back to my channel, and I would like to welcome myself back to this channel as well after disappearing for 2 months. It's about time to come back. I decided that I want to change the setting a little bit. I mean, I'm still in my bedroom. That is a place where I'm always used as a background. And yes, my place is messy, but anyways, that's my bedroom. What really happened for the past 2 months? I never thought I would be saying this, but I had been depressed for 2 months. Yep. I never thought that a friend of mine would tell me that I should be taking care of my mental health, because issue about mental health, about depression, I never thought that I would experience it. I'm the kind of person who's really cool. I can accept anything, accept the changes and all that, and not much of a problem in trying to mingle with people and try to adapt to new things and try to make a change in my life. I never have a problem, but this time I really had problems. I mean, I didn't recognize it at first, really. I knew that I was very angry all the time, and I was very moody. I think I said it in the previous video. It's okay to be frustrated. I realized that it's okay to be frustrated once in a while, but if you're frustrated, if you're angry all the time, and up to the point where you don't care about anything else anymore, now that is a problem. I didn't recognize it at first until my friend asked me, "Well, there's something about your eyes," she told me, and I said, "Well, yeah, it's tired, isn't it? It's a very tiring eyes." And she said, "No, it's are you depressed?" And that question hit me. Surprisingly, I did not denying it. I didn't deny it, but thankfully, I wasn't in the situation where I would consider serious, because I was able to accept that yes, I'm depressed, and I must be doing something to solve this. Thankfully also, I'm the kind of person who would try to learn to accept other people's opinion, to accept other people's perspective. I'm the kind of person who would try to listen rather than trying to defend myself that I'm right all the time. Of course, sometimes, ego would, kicked in, but most of the time, I would try to learn to be a listener. I have a friend who's a Catholic, I'm also a Catholic, who told me that I should be more forgiving of myself, I should be more forgiving of the people around me, I should be more forgiving of the environment that I'm in, I should be more forgiving of the circumstances that I'm in. Of course, I would see that it's not my fault. Why should I be forgiving myself? But hey, come on. The first thing you need to do is to forgive yourself. In the process of that, I'm learning or trying to be more fervent and devout in my prayer, what at least I'm trying to be. It's amazing how things has changed. 2 months later, I'm calmer. Instead of ignoring everything around me, I start to care again. Sometimes I would, think back and ask myself, how did I get into this situation anyway? You see, I'm the kind of person who believed that everyone must live with a purpose, who believes that life is beautiful, and yet at one point I would actually believe there's nothing to live for. Well, even the most optimistic people would fall, I guess. That's what I felt. In the process of trying to finding my spark again, I found that spark again. And in finding my spark, I started to be more curious than, or I should say, I'm curious as I was before. Again, I realized why I'm here and started to do things. And because of that, I'm excited about life again. And I'm open up to any opportunity. Just last week, I followed a group of people to go to the rural schools. And that was the first time in a long time I felt so excited, so curious about stories, about the people who I'm going to be meeting with, about the place that I'm going to. I've never been to those places. That should be exciting. And it was exciting. It was tiring. I've not been doing this for quite a while, so it was tiring, but it was good. And then a few days ago, I followed another group to meet the poor people. Those poor people, of course, their life was pathetic. Their life is bad, it's difficult. And of course, I felt sorry for them. And that was the first time in a long time I felt the connection. I'm connecting to the community again. And this is what I needed. In all of these, I learned that there's always a silver lining. That we are tough people. We are people with purpose. But we need to find that purpose. We can sparkle. And happiness is not based on what I want to do, what I want always. Happiness is where I'm able to connect with people. I also learned that, yes, life is tough, especially now, but we can still live a very meaningful life if we live with a purpose. I found my purpose again. And that caused me to be more curious, to be excited about life. What I really learned is that it goes back to basic, what I always believe in. Life is still beautiful no matter how tough it is. Peace. Catch you guys later.